Hey busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and on this channel we are dancing to the beat of our own drum. So we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to stay in the season that we're in with project number 1. So I went to the Dollar Tree. This project was done weeks ago, before everything started getting crazy for us. I went to the Dollar Tree and I got those beaded garlands, and then I just painted them with my Waverly chalk paint in white. And then I, of course, had to glue them top and bottom. Okay, so we are sticking with the summer, spring, hot weather theme going on here. I know other channels are moving on real quickly, but over here, we're just going to love the moment we're in, love the people we have, and just enjoy what we have right now. And so I needed a little bit of color out in the front yard. I do have a lot of roses. And normally where this is hanging by the front door, I normally put a live plant there. But this year I just couldn't get down to get a live plant. And on top of it, you know, when you walk out the front door and, you know, bees come at you, this is actually a good alternative. So I got the foam ball also from Dollar Tree. So most of the stuff is from Dollar Tree except for the picks. The picks I actually got from Michael's. And they're smaller picks, and they were on sale for $1. So naturally, I went crazy. But this was in the beginning of spring that this happened, so I've had those picks since the beginning of spring. And just getting around to using most of them. Other projects, I've used them a lot. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to their miniature sunflowers, you know. So, I have to keep my eye out on that. But I just go ahead and I try to do a pattern at first, but there's really no rhyme and reason on where I place these flowers. It's just, you know, wherever I'm like, yep, that's where that belongs. I did hot glue them into the foam ball only because it is outside, and sometimes we can get wind that is absolutely crazy over here. This has been hanging up for 3 weeks now. Yeah, I believe 3 weeks. My days are all running together. It's crazy. It's still July, right? I'm kidding. It's July. But, yeah, so it's been hanging up for about 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Maybe a little under 3 weeks, I'm not sure. But it's still holding up great, and it's just hot glue right now. And I'm trying to get under there because you can still see the foam ball a little bit. So I was trying to get under there to make sure that because it's hanging up and the bottom is kind of eye level, that you won't be able to see the foam ball. And then this project was super easy, and it's just about done. Except for I'm just like, yeah, I need to stick that there, put that there, add that here. Then I got the bright idea that a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I believe it was, my mom gave me a bunch of butterflies, and there they are. And I took some butterflies, I hot glued the tips of them, and I just placed them around so it looks like there's butterflies flying around them. I think that's what's keeping the bees away, because sometimes the bees just come up to the fake flowers thinking it's real. Then I take that macrame cord that I bought from Amazon years ago, and I just go ahead and tie a knot into it, put the knot on the bottom, hot glue it, and then I hang it on the outside of my plant hanger that is bolted to the house, or screwed to the house. Yeah, that's what it is. Here I am fighting with it a little bit, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of ugly on top. So then I just go ahead and take a couple more flowers, and then I just put them there to hide the ugliness, I guess is what you could call it. And then this one is just about done. I am very impressed with the way it's holding up. And most of it, the beads and the foam ball, are from the Dollar Tree. And it's been out there for 3 weeks looking all nice. The butterflies are still there. Haven't had an issue with anything at all. And so I'm forcing you guys to watch this. So we're almost done. I promise. Yeah. And then if you want, oh, I decided to add a third butterfly, you know, just because it looked a little bare, it looks a little weird with just the 2 butterflies, so I did add the third butterfly. And then here comes the final review. There it is. It's hanging up. It's doing pretty good right now as we speak. There is a little bit of wind, and it's still doing pretty good. Yeah. So let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I will get back to the comments, and yeah, if you like what you see so far, please consider subscribing. I also want to take a moment to thank all my subscribers. I have taken an extensive break, and majority of you guys stayed, and I appreciate all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now, on to project number 2. This one, I had an idea about it and how I wanted it to look, and then I changed it. Right there, it shows white. I changed it to black. I know, but when you're crafting, you're kind of going on the spur of a moment type of thing. You're like, wait a minute, this will look better. And then you change it, you know, mid-thing. So I take that same macrame cord and I just go ahead and staple it to the bottom of the tray / sign. I got that from Hobby Lobby, and it was $16.99, I believe, and I got it for 40% off. And then I take that welcome sign and I use my Waverly chalk paint in white. And for the middle of that sign, I used my Waverly chalk paint in Ballet slipper. And then here is where I am just going ahead and taking some picks that I got from, where did I get those from? Oh yeah, JoAnn's. Yeah, when they were having a sale. A majority of the things that I get have to be on sale or from the Dollar Tree. It's very rare that I would pay full price because, you know, you only have 2 kidneys, and I can't sell all my kidneys for craft supplies. I'm just saying, guys. So here I am just going ahead and putting down, you know, the picks. Now, I got that burlap. It was from the Floral. I got it for $2.99, I think it is. Yeah, $2.99. It's originally $11.99, and I got it on sale in the clearance section, so I was quite happy with that. I was not planning on using that for this project, and I was just going to use the welcome sign across and then just put a bow on the bottom. But then here's this, you know, buffalo check burlap that's just like, hey, what about me? And I was like, oh, wow, I painted it black, so I can go ahead and use that. So I'm just going ahead and hot gluing it all the way around. I have to say, out of the well, it's very hard because I like 1 and 2, but I don't know which one I like better. So let me know which one you guys like better. 1, 2, or 3. 3 is cute, but I don't know. Between 1 and 2, I'm conflicted. So then I just go ahead and make sure that it's pulled tight, and I put the burlap on first before I finished off with the flowers, because I needed to know how far down I can go in order for the welcome sign to, you know, be fixed. And a lot of this is out of frame. I am so terribly sorry. But here I go. I just go ahead and hot glue it, and then I use my handy dandy spatula that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I just go ahead and push it down and hold it there for a second or 2, or 10 or 15. I don't know. And then, yeah. And I just go ahead and fill in the little gaps there. You know, this one turned out really cute. And then I was like, huh. After I put the welcome sign on there, I thought it was done. But no. No, we always have to add more to it. So, the welcome sign, I didn't put on completely straight. I kind of wanted it at, like, an angle, like at a, you know. And then that last flower, I was just like, yeah, perfect. Super. And then I go ahead, and this is where I'm like, okay, it looks better like that. And then I just go ahead and hot glue down the welcome sign. I made the mistake of not covering the holes on the welcome, where the string was through, because I guess you're just supposed to hang it by itself. So I was like, oh, man. Okay, so that's when I pull out the handy-dandy little pearls. And it just gives it a little bit of elegance. Like this. Guys, I have to say, I think this one is my favorite one. The first one is absolutely adorable, but I have to say, I think this one takes the cake for me. I just absolutely love it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go number 2. Let me know what you guys think. 1, 2, or 3. But I'm going with number 2. Because looking at it now, it's just as, I don't know. I'm so glad that I decided at the last second to paint it black. The outside's black. Because it came together beautifully. And I'm quite proud of it. There's the end product. And I did put 3 butterflies in there. You didn't see me, but off camera, I did hot glue them. So we have a pink one, a purple one, and of course that yellowish green one that's like stands out. But let me know what you think. Like, yeah, it's number 2 for me, guys. Let me know which one it is for you. So pretty. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. The links to them will be in the description box below. And also check out my Etsy shop. New products will be coming soon. Now on to project number 3. So this one was like a spur of the moment things. I was actually cleaning up my craft room and I came across these four little arrow signs. And I thought, okay, that's nice. They were actually going to be on something else that now when I saw them, I was like, I could put these on what I put them on, which is the little base that I have them on now. And that other base that I was going to use for them, another idea popped into my head. Unfortunately, I was running out of time and I couldn't get that 4th project in here. So now I have to come up with more projects to do that one because I don't want to do a video with just one project. So I go ahead and fill in all the holes. This time I got smart. I filled in every single hole and then I just go ahead and waited for it to dry. And then I took my handy dandy zip sander and I sanded it all down. And then I used, I painted one in my Hello Hobby Chalk Paint Moonstruck, another one in my Hello Hobby Chalk Paint Sage, one in my Waverly Chalk Paint White, and one in my FolkArt Chalk Paint in Suede Blue. And yes, we are making houses. Like I said, this one was a spur of the moment type of thing. It turned out cute. When I added a little bit more to it, it turned out cuter than I expected. So once again, all 3 projects I am quite very happy with and proud of. But yeah, it's still number 2 for me. There's just no way of getting around it. So I take popsicle sticks that I got from Hobby Lobby. Yeah. And then I just go ahead and stain them in the Hello Hobby Antique Wax. And then I just go ahead and I stain every single one of them. I don't make you watch me stain all of them. But I do have you watch me do the blue house. Because the blue house is going to be the one that is more detailed than the other houses. So I just go ahead and glue them on there. I have to do like the whole little like punch down on it because I hurt my hand. I don't know what I did. If it's not one thing, it's another. When it rains, it pours. Trust me, it pours. So now it looks like I'm going super fast and I'm super good at it. I'm not. I'm not. This is sped up and yeah, it took me a long time to get the lines, you know, just fine. Just right. But it looks like on camera, it looks like, you know, I'm like the boss of this. Like I created painting. I didn't. And so I just go ahead and I do the black door. Of course, I go ahead and put the little things in the windows, you know, to show that they are windows. I should have painted a little bit lighter color in the windows itself because, you know, they're blue. The same color as the house. So then I just go ahead and make that okay. And then I was like, oh, let's put a little round window right here. And it looks so effortless on camera. It's really not. It is sped up, and it took me a long time to just get the lines painted up where they're not, you know, messing up. So then this is where I go ahead and I just outline all the black with the white. The windows, I did the same thing too, and it looks like I'm covering up the black. I actually didn't. It's very close to the black, so there's still black showing. And then I went and got the bright idea of, I had some pea gravel out back that I use for my plants. And so I got a little baggie of pea gravel because this house, like I said, is going to be extremely detailed. And so this right here, this is where I'm talking about where it looks like I am going over the black with the white. I'm not. There's a little bit of black still showing. We recently, a couple years ago, painted our house, and it's very close to this color. And so we have white trim with the black, like accents. And then so I go ahead and do it for the top window. That's why this house is a little bit more detailed. Because I do have river rock on the front. In the video, the first video, the house is brown. That's the front. That's the decorative part. That's all stained. But the rest of the house is like almost that color blue. And then we do have the river rock on the front of the house that you could see in the first project. And so, yeah. And then that's where I just go take a little bit of the pea gravel and I just go ahead and glue some. I think it took 4 multiple different sizes on each side, and it turned out pretty cute. I was very proud of it. And then I kind of got sloppy with the other houses. I was just like, yeah, okay, that's not going to be shown, yada, yada, yada. And then I think it's the greenhouse. Its windows are crooked. I don't know. Yeah, see, the window is crooked on the green one. Like, I'm like, yeah. Maybe I should have did a little bit better job. I was just focused on the blue house. But I went ahead and I used a little bit of those beaded pearls. And I use them as the door handles. So then, of course, I take that sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I fight and get this whole area messed up. Or messy because, you know, trying to take that stuff off, you know. I think I had a better chance of pulling teeth from an alligator than getting that off. Yeah, because it got gruesome. And then I spritzed it down a little bit and got the rest of it off. And then I wanted to add something a little bit extra, so I just take those half beads, put 3 on each side, hot glue them down, and then we're going to paint that entire sign, front, back, sides, everything, with my Waverly chalk paint in white. Beads and everything. And I did have to use 2 coats, because some of the glue, I got impatient. Not gonna lie. I did. And then, so I used 2 coats, and it turned out pretty lovely. So then on my Cricut, I kind of been neglecting my Cricut a little bit, so I decided to cut Love Thy Neighbor off of the Cricut. And this time the vinyl was, I don't know, the vinyl did very well. Like, I didn't want to throw it across the room. I didn't want to, you know, burn it at the stake. It did very well, so I was quite pleased with that. So then I just take my, I don't even know where it went. Oh, here it is. My Mod Podge in matte, and I just go ahead and cover the whole thing, you know, not just the words, but the whole thing. And then here's where I'm trying to place the houses. Now, this is where things started getting the spur of the moment. I placed the houses. I was pleased with the houses. But then when I actually attached the houses, I could see that you can see under the houses of the gray one and of the green one. I did take a little bit of glue there and put it down. That is not going to hold. Okay. That was my wishful thinking. Right there was done for. So I got it back in place just long enough to hold it for, need to put some Jenga blocks back there. And then when I turned it back around, I was like, you can see under these houses, like, what in the world? If you can see under your neighbor's houses like that, there's something wrong. Something really, really wrong. So that's when I was just like, I don't like the way that looks. So I just had to stack up a bunch of Jenga blocks in the back. So it looks like the greenhouse and the gray house has foundations. And the white house floating above everybody makes sense. Because if you look over to the mountain, well, you guys can't, but I can. But I could look over to the mountain across from us, and there's just like random houses just like stuck on this mountainside. Doesn't look like anything like civilization over there at all, except for the houses. So that made sense to me. But seeing them under the house, that didn't make any sense to me. So I was just like, yeah, we got to fix that. So then that's when I took a bunch of the stained brown Jenga blocks and I just stacked them up. So it looks like that they have a foundation. How they get to the door, I have no idea. I really don't. So there it is. I did add some moss to the back of it to make it look like there's grass out there. And then there's that one. It turned out cute. Number 2 is still my favorite. But I like the way this turned out. Because we are to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. And yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Again, I want to thank you for watching, clicking on this channel, clicking on this video. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. It shows YouTube that you're interested in my content. And yeah, just know that the Lord is with you. And God bless you guys. And I see you on the next one. Bye.